Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Darlene for those of you that just found me on YouTube. And for those of you that have been following my pregnancy journey, welcome back. I hope that the previous weeks have been good to you. This video in particular is going to be about week 19 of our pregnancy journey. We are almost to week 20, meaning we are almost halfway there. So for those of you that don't know, I do have a 16-month baby girl and I'm pregnant now with my second. So all these videos, I pretty much just talk about how baby is changing, developing, and how we're feeling, what symptoms that we're going through, what new symptoms you have to look out for just based on the week that we're in, the trimester that we're in, and all that good stuff. So right now at week 19, we are in our 5th month and we only have 21 weeks to go. I know that seems like a long time still, but I guarantee it's gonna fly by now that we're out of the first trimester with all the first trimester symptoms. If you're still going through the first trimester symptoms, hopefully they lighten up so you don't have to go through them anymore. So don't forget, please like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making videos for you guys. You can check out all the other videos I have. Like I said, I do have a toddler, so I have videos just about her and our journey a little bit after she was born, a little bit after she was born, and a little bit during my pregnancy. I didn't make like week by week pregnancy videos like I am now, but I mean, you can check those ones out too, because I talk about breastfeeding if you're planning on breastfeeding, if this is your first baby, what to pack in your hospital bag, when to start introducing solid foods to your toddler, stuff like that. So that's just a little bit more videos that I have also on my channel. So like I always mention in my videos, me and my husband are able to stay home. We don't have to go to work. If you want more information about how we're able to stay home, make a full income without leaving our house, without taking a baby girl to daycare, you can check out the first link in the description below. But let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about how baby is changing and developing, and then we're going to talk about how mama is also changing and developing. Okay, so welcome to week 19. Like I said, you're in your 5th month. We have 21 more weeks to go. So as of right now, baby probably weighs around 8 ounces and is about 6 inches long. So that means baby is about the size of a large mango. So your baby's sensory development is exploding at this week. That just means it's making room for all the senses: smell, taste, hearing, vision, and touch. So your baby's skin now is being covered in vernix caseosa. I don't know how to exactly pronounce it, but it's like a greasy white cheese looking coating that pretty much protects baby's skin from being super wrinkled when they come out. So I guess it's like a waterproof mixture that protects your baby 24/7 from all the amniotic fluid that they are constantly in. Like I said, this is just helping the baby not to look so pruny when they come out, and it just pretty much just protects them while they are in there, and it also helps them get out through the birth canal. So at this week, baby's legs have finally gone through a growth spurt and are proportional to the rest of your body. So it's not just like the little legs anymore. Now they actually have a growth spurt, and you might be able to feel those kicks now that baby's legs are a little bit longer. If you haven't felt baby move yet, don't panic. Some women don't feel them at week 19 yet. Just know that you're gonna be able to feel baby soon if you haven't already. So your baby has newly formed neurons, and they're just sending them all over your baby's body. So pretty much that just means that the kicks, the flutters, the punches, all the baby's movements are just going to be bigger, stronger, and more controlled. So like I said, you're going to be probably feeling them soon. If not, in the near future, the next couple of weeks, you'll probably be able to feel baby's movement. So pretty exciting this week is your baby's hair is starting to sprout all over. They do say that if you are getting lots of heartburn, that your baby is going to be born with a bunch of hair. Of course, that's just a myth, but you know, every mother seems to know that myth. And so if you do get lots of heartburn during your pregnancy and your baby does come out with a bunch of hair, you should definitely comment. Let me know. I want to see how many moms that do get heartburn actually have a baby with like a lot of hair when they come out. So just let me know, because I'm curious, because when I had my baby girl, I didn't have any heartburn, and then she barely had any hair. So then maybe there is a correlation. At this week, baby can also probably hear your heartbeat. So I think that's pretty cool that baby is getting used to your heartbeat. And that's when they're real close to you. When you do like the skin to skin contact, they can hear your heartbeat again. And I think that's really cool that they hear it this week. Okay, so let's talk about mama now. So at week 19, you're probably showing there's a thing called round ligament pain. So as your uterus grows, the ligaments that are linked to your pelvis are just stretching and growing too. So that might mean that it's a little bit painful down here, and you have some occasional sharp pains. So just know that that's pretty normal. It's just your body getting used to carrying this baby, and as they're growing, so is your uterus. So it's just going to be a little bit painful, but just know that that is pretty normal, and it's just gonna, you know, happen throughout the whole entire pregnancy. Also, another one is lower abdominal pain. So as baby's growing just faster and faster, now that we are almost halfway there, just know that you are gonna get some achiness in your lower abdomen, and you will get occasional stabbing pains on both sides, maybe one side or both sides of your stomach. So just know that that's pretty normal. So your uterus is just stretching and accommodating all this extra weight. So you might feel just that pain, especially if you switch positions. If you go to lying down, you might feel it, or if you've been lying down and then let's say you wake up in the morning, you might feel it then too. So you may notice some skin changes at this time. It could be anything from red on the palms of your hands to certain things that are darker pigmented on you, like nipples, freckles, underarm, inner thighs, anything like that. That might just be getting darker at this time. It's called something like a mask of pregnancy, where just certain things will get darker. The redness on your palms is from the extra estrogen. And then some women even get like a dark line on their belly, so around like their belly button, they might just start get that dark line going through their stomach. I didn't have it for my first pregnancy, but I know that it's super common to get that dark line. So if you do have that, just know that that's super common to get. So just know that certain things on your body might just look a little bit different right now. Another awesome symptom that we have to just be aware of this week. I mean, you have had a long day, you're getting ready for bed, you go and lay down, and it seems that you have leg cramps or that your legs won't stop moving. These are super common for the second and the third trimester. You might not really notice them during the day, but at night when everything is calm, when you're trying to go to sleep, you might get some leg cramps or leg restless. So just try to take like a warm bath or a warm shower, try to get relaxed. You can even do massages. If you're dealing with leg cramps, and your OB/GYN might have some other tips and tricks for you to kind of help with that, but just know that that is pretty. We talked about this last week, increased appetite. So just know that yes, you might not be dealing with the nausea and the queasiness of the first trimester, but second trimester you might be dealing with the complete opposite, is where you're just so hungry all the time. So just try to eat just wholesome food. Instead of doing like super huge portions when you are hungry, try to do smaller portions and then just do snacks in between. If you are craving something, just have small portions of it so you're not binging on them later. But just know that increased appetite is definitely gonna happen. For me, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like starving, so I'll have just some snacks that are close to my bedside so I can eat something real quick or drink something real quick and then just try to go back to bed. But when I wake up, my stomach is like growling and I'm super hungry. So I just try to be prepared so I don't have to like get up and go to the fridge in the middle of the night. I can just get something close and then try to go back to bed. So try to find snacks that you really like. For right now, I've been doing like the turkey sticks and cheese. So they kind of come together like in a package, and it's like high in protein. It's quick, I can just eat it, and I really like the way that it tastes, so that's something that I've been doing. So we talked about this before too, stretch marks. Of course, they're common, but just to keep them moisturized. About 90% of women do get stretch marks, so just keep them well moisturized with any lotion that you have. Of course, like I mentioned before too, there's no proven like stretch mark cream that you need to go run to the store and get that'll help you prevent that. So faintness and dizziness is another common pregnancy symptom at this week. So your uterus is putting pressure on your blood vessels and other parts of your body, reducing blood flow to your brain. So that's why you can get a little bit faint or dizzy when you stand up too fast. So of course it is common, but it's nothing that you should ignore. So if you do ever feel dizzy or faint, just make sure that you sit down or you lay down and that you just give your body some rest or take a break from whatever that you were doing before. So another common one is backache. I've definitely been feeling backaches recently for some reason, just because I feel like my body is growing outward. I feel like my spine is kind of going in, like, if that makes sense. Just because, you know, you're going out this way and my spine is going in. So I've definitely been having those backaches just because your center of gravity is just shifting as you're growing, and as you're, you know, if you're growing outward, you might feel it even more. So just make sure that you're not lifting anything too heavy. So when I spoke to my OBGYN, she just mentioned not to be lifting anything more than 25 pounds. She also just mentioned to make sure that I am stable when I'm lifting something. I have a wide stance. I'm using my legs, not my back. This even goes for those of you that have toddlers. If you are constantly picking them up like I am with Avea, I just make sure that I have a good ground. I'm not trying to do a bunch of things and then lift her up. I mean, of course it does happen, but just know that that can also strain your back. So you definitely don't want to do that. If your toddler weighs around 25 pounds, which Avea does, she's about like 23 pounds. They just suggested not to be holding anything else but her. So if that is you, just know to be careful when you pick up your toddler. Of course, you're gonna pick them up. I mean, I wouldn't not pick her up when she's crying, but just know that not to be like holding a load of laundry, like a laundry basket or something really heavy when you're holding. So the last symptom that we need to talk about for this week is just a stuffy nose. I know I've mentioned it before. I think it's called like pregnancy rhinitis. Just know that that's pretty common. Of course, I feel like I've had a stuffy nose for a while, or I just don't like breathe as good through my nose. So when I sleep at night, I've kind of just have become like a mouth breather. But just know that that's pretty common too. You can do like the saline spray in your nose, Flonase, and you can do like humidifiers to kind of help with that. But that's pretty much all the symptoms for week 19. You should be having an ultrasound. If you haven't already, you should be having one the next couple of weeks. And if you are waiting to find out the gender of the baby, you'll know at that week 2. I think our ultrasound is in a couple of weeks, not week 20, because we have a bunch of stuff going on. So we didn't schedule it for week 20, but it should be around that. So if you are waiting to find out what you're having, it will be super, super soon. But like I said, please like and subscribe to my channel so I can keep making a bunch of videos for you guys. We'll see you in the next video, and that will be week 20. So that'll be like the halfway point, and that's super exciting. So we'll see you in the next video.